Vampires have haunted our imaginations for centuries. These creatures of the night, often depicted with sharp fangs and a thirst for blood, have roots that stretch deep into history. The idea of vampires can be traced back to ancient civilizations. In Mesopotamia, people believed in demons that would suck the life out of the living. These early tales laid the groundwork for the vampire legends we know today. In Europe during the Middle Ages, fear of the undead grew. The Black Death swept across the continent, and many believed that the dead were rising to feast on the living. Stories of vampires began to spread, fueled by superstition and fear. In Eastern Europe, particularly in countries like Romania and Hungary, tales of the Strigoi and Nosferatu emerged. These were beings that could rise from their graves and torment the living. One of the most famous vampires in literature is Count Dracula, created by Bram Stoker in 1897. Stoker's novel introduced many of the traits we associate with vampires today: the ability to transform into a bat, the aversion to sunlight, and the power to mesmerize. Dracula became a symbol of fear and seduction, representing the unknown and the forbidden. His story captivated readers and inspired countless adaptations in film and theater. Vampires also reflect societal fears and desires. In the Victorian era, they represented the struggle between morality and desire. The allure of the vampire is often tied to themes of immortality and power. People are fascinated by the idea of living forever, even if it means giving up their humanity. This duality makes vampires complex characters, both terrifying and seductive. Throughout history, different cultures have their own versions of vampires. In China, there are stories of the Jiangshi, a reanimated corpse that drains life energy from the living. In India, the Vedala is a spirit that inhabits corpses and can control them. Each culture adds its unique twist to the vampire mythos, showcasing humanity's universal fascination with life, death, and the unknown. Today, vampires continue to evolve in popular culture. From the romanticized versions in movies and TV shows to the terrifying creatures in horror films, they remain a powerful symbol. The vampire mythos allows us to explore our deepest fears and desires, making them timeless figures in storytelling. As we delve into the world of vampires, we uncover not just tales of horror, but reflections of our own humanity. The stories remind us of the thin line between life and death, and the darkness that can lurk within us all. Vampires will always be a part of our cultural landscape, inviting us to confront our fears and explore the shadows of our existence.